Across the world, young people Gen Z are quietly walking away from the things older generations considered essential: jobs, relationships, promotions, marriage, and even the traditional life plan. In the US, it's called quiet quitting. On TikTok, bare minimum Mondays became a global trend. And everywhere, the soft life movement is replacing the old hustle culture. At first glance, it may look like Gen Z is simply lazy. But look deeper, what's happening is a global shift in values. Today on Hope Reactor, we explore one question: why is Gen Z choosing freedom over stability? Chapter 1. Gen Z grew up in a world where stability doesn't exist. Gen Z is the first generation to grow up, watching stability collapse in real time. The 2008 financial crisis, pandemic lockdowns, rising living costs with stagnant wages, mental health struggles magnified by social media, constant news of conflict and global instability. They never saw a world where hard work guarantees a safe future. So their logic is simple: if stability isn't promised, then my life shouldn't belong to a company or a system. This mindset is why Gen Z has the courage to walk away. Chapter 2. Quiet quitting isn't laziness, it's self-defense. Quiet quitting isn't quitting a job, it's quitting overcommitment. Gen Z watched endless overtime, being always online, invisible labor that never gets recognized, burnout treated as normal. So they drew a line: I'll do my job, but my life is not for sale. This isn't rebellion, this is self-protection. Chapter 3. Why bare minimum Mondays went global. Bare minimum Mondays spread across TikTok because it solved a real problem: Sunday night anxiety, the mental crash at the start of the week, pressure to perform from day one. Instead of pretending everything is fine, Gen Z slowed down the pace. It's not about being unproductive. It's about starting the week without destroying your mental health. For Gen Z, well-being is not optional. It's part of the design of life. Chapter 4. Gen Z is redefining what success means. Every generation had its own definition of success. Boomers, stability, houses, lifelong careers. Millennials, work-life balance. Gen Z's definition: success is the ability to design your own life. That's why they choose freelancing over promotions, freedom over higher salaries, emotional peace over forced relationships, community over corporate loyalty, authenticity over tradition. Gen Z isn't running away. They're simply choosing a life they can control. Chapter 5. The quitting is happening in relationships too. Gen Z isn't just leaving jobs. They're leaving relationships that don't feel real, refusing emotionally draining partners, not rushing into marriage, cutting ties with people who drain their energy, choosing mental health over toxic loyalty. This generation grew up with constant online comparison. That's why they stopped chasing, looking happy, and started pursuing, feeling at peace. Chapter 6. Is Gen Z destroying society or saving it? Critics say Gen Z doesn't work hard. Gen Z is entitled. Gen Z is weak. But what are they actually rejecting? Unhealthy work culture, low pay disguised as opportunity, relationships built on emotional labor, systems that ignore mental health. Gen Z isn't rejecting responsibility. They're rejecting burnout as a lifestyle. Maybe Gen Z isn't the collapse of society. Maybe they are the warning alarm we needed to hear. Chapter 7. The question Gen Z forces us to ask. Gen Z's behavior raises a powerful question for every generation. Is your life truly yours? For decades, people simply followed the script. Go to school, get a job, work until you break, call it success. Gen Z is the first to say, no, I want something different. Their revolution isn't loud. It's quiet, honest, and deeply personal. And it might be the start of a more humane world. Outro. Gen Z isn't destroying society. They're refusing to be destroyed by it. Their choices to protect their time, their mental health, their relationships may be showing us what the next evolution of life looks like. So what do you think? Are young people lazy or simply smarter than the system? Let me know in the comments. This is Hope Reactor. Thanks for watching.